We finally have our first official look at season 2 of Goosebumps on Disney+. 2 images from the show have been released, and we're gonna break them down and find out what secrets they hold. So the first image we're looking at may have gotten released by mistake. A production designer named Brett Tanzer posted this picture to his website. You can clearly see it's labeled Goosebumps, and it's being associated with Sony and Disney, so it has to be Goosebumps season 2. Unless they're working on a secret new Goosebumps project we don't know about. Anyways, the image shows a picture of a city, a tree, and an egg. Beginning with the egg though, it has kind of this glowy green look to it, so it looks almost extraterrestrial, which makes me think that this might be egg monsters from Mars. Off the top of my head, I can't think of any other egg-related monsters in Goosebumps, or really anything else that has to deal with eggs in Goosebumps, so I'm pretty confident in saying that Egg Monsters from Mars is going to be playing a role in season 2 of Goosebumps on Disney+. I do wonder if the tree's kind of a big hint though, because it might just be part of the background and part of the design, but the tree is making me think of Stay Out of the Basement. You can kind of see in the background that it looks like the roots of the tree are kind of like spread around, almost like tentacles, so it makes me think that we might be seeing Stay Out of the Basement playing a role in season 2. Egg Monsters from Mars definitely wasn't like my favorite Goosebumps book, but didn't hate it either. It was just very, another book in the series. So all that's to say that if this is Egg Monsters from Mars, I'm not like super pumped that it's happening, but I am curious to see what they would do with that. However, Stay Out of the Basement, I'm definitely a little more interested in that. It's a good story. I definitely consider it one of the better Goosebumps stories. And of course, it was the second book in the series, so it always has a place in Goosebumps history. So if they are doing Stay Out of the Basement in season 2, I'm really curious and excited to see what they do with it. Now, the second image we're gonna look at was actually taken during filming on set. The people in the picture are actors David Schwimmer, Anna Ortiz, Sam McCarthy, and Jaden Bartels, all who have been confirmed to be appearing in season 2. Now, from what we know so far, McCarthy and Bartels are going to be playing fraternal twins, Devin and Cece, in season 2. And David Schwimmer is playing their recently divorced dad, Anthony. I'm assuming that Devin and Cece are going to be the main characters of season 2 and the ones we're going to be following the most. It was announced before, but I'll share it anyways, is that season 2 is going to be completely different from season 1. It's not going to have any of the same characters, it's not going to follow any of the storylines, unfortunately. Season 2 will be its own original thing, new cast, new storyline, everything. The real question though is season 2 gonna take place in the same universe as season 1 of Goosebumps? I know Goosebumps doesn't usually do a whole lot of the connected universe stuff, Horrorland aside. However, season 2 of Goosebumps seems like it's gonna take place in New York, kind of on the East Coast of the United States. And if you remember, season 1 of Goosebumps took place in Washington, over on the opposite part of the United States, in the West Coast. As I say that out loud, I don't know if it really proves anything, but maybe the reason they had the first season take place on the West Coast and the second season take place on the East Coast is so they wouldn't have any continuity errors or anything, so that they could eventually do a big crossover with the first season and second season in season 3 or something. I don't know what I'm talking about now. I've gone completely off the rails with it. I don't think that season 2 is going to be connected at all with season 1. I'm assuming they're just going to be in their own completely separate universes, but it would be pretty cool to have a crossover with the monsters and the cast from the first season with the second season at some point. One of my personal favorite memories from season 1 of Goosebumps was using the 90s Goosebumps theme song and creating an intro, but with footage from the new Goosebumps show on Disney+. If you want to check that out for yourself, click right here.